Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Hi everyone, hope you're well tonight. For tonight's offering, which wasn't planned by the way, I was just about to call it a day, but I read this particular poem from Hafez, which I'm a very big fan of, and a part of me insists that I share this before I end the day, and I just know if I do not entertain this part of me, sleep will elude me. So in the hope of being able to sleep better, I share this this offering with you. So the poem is by Hafez, as I say, and it's titled "My Eyes So Soft." Don't surrender your loneliness so quickly. Let it cut more deep. Let it ferment and season you as few human or even divine ingredients can. Something missing in my heart tonight has made my eyes so soft, my voice so tender, my need of God absolutely clear. Beautiful. I hope you agree. When he says, "Don't surrender your loneliness so quickly, let it cut more deep." You don't have to be physically alone to be alone. The way I see it, you can be surrounded by millions of people, have millions of followers, but still feel alone. And sometimes you're alone in your mind, you're alone in your head, you're just alone, and that aloneness, as he says, can cut, let it cut more deep. And most of us do surrender our loneliness quickly. It's a pain we just want to get rid of. But what if us not surrendering that pain, and truly allowing it to cut to the bone, to the marrow, and staying in that uncomfortableness, that pain. What if it was that thing that takes you closer to God and makes your, as you say, your eyes soft and your voice tender and your need for God absolutely clear? I don't know about you guys, but, and again, whether you believe in God, whether you don't, that's not we're not discussing that here. But for me, whenever I have felt very alone, I have always felt closer to what I refer to as God. Whenever I felt in pain, whenever I felt cut by life, I have always felt closer to God. And feeling closer to God reminds me of how much my need for God really is absolutely clear, as Hafez says. My need to have this beautiful energy around me when there's nothing there. There's no help, there's no assistance, there shouldn't be anything there to help me. But when all else is gone, when all else isn't there, I pray, I read the Quran with an energy that would not have otherwise been there. When I'm alone, when I'm cut, and I approach God, it's like I'm approaching God in a manner that somehow pleases Him. It's like God wants me to be alone. It's like God wants me to be in pain so I can go to Him with that energy. You can prostrate and pray and do ruku' and sujood all your life, but if you don't have that energy, if you're doing it with other people, if you don't have that, if you haven't chosen to face God in the middle of the night, alone, hurt, crumbled by life, utterly destroyed, if you haven't prayed to God under those circumstances and just reached out when there was absolutely nothing else, nobody else there to support you, I think if you haven't had that, you're missing out on one of the most there's no words to describe it, really. I can't say it's beautiful because it's beyond beautiful, and it's so counterintuitive. It's so not logical. It's so not logical. And I think the Greeks said that to live a life of integrity, to have a whole life, you must understand logos and mythos. Logos is logic, that which is measured, contained and studied. That's where the word logic comes from. And mythos, that which is timeless, cannot be measured. And I think when I'm alone and cut and hurt, and when I face God in that condition, something happens. Something within me is just able to continue. So if you are alone, if you are hurt, if you are cut, and you have nothing and no one to turn to take away this pain, what has worked for me, and I hope works for you, is to face the unknown, face the what I refer to as the Creator, and pray, ask in your own language, and I hope that brings some type of relief for you. But I think the ultimate message here is the pain, the cut, the hurt is if we can bear it, if we can hold on to it, is there to crack open something that will make things better, inshallah. So it all has meaning, it all has purpose. You have meaning, you have purpose, and I hope the purpose behind this video somehow serves you. All right, God bless. Ma'as-salama.